Hello everybody. Welcome back. I guess I should have got situated before I hit record. But anyways, happy Saturday. This is just some random rambles for this Saturday. I hope you all are doing great. I am having a wonderful morning. Beautiful light shining through my window, hanging out with my lovely plants, and then sipping on my coffee in my Darth Vader mug. I think I showed you guys this last time. I think, or I meant to. I'm pretty sure I did. But thank you all for being here. Do you have anything exciting going on for this weekend? Let me know if you do. So far this summer, it has been less hot as I thought that it would be. Usually it's like in the hundreds every day and I'm just like melting, and then my electric bill is sky high because I need that AC. Or I just escape and go to a beach or something and hang out there. That would be the better choice, but can't always do that every single weekend. But as always, thank you guys very much for hanging out with me. If you're liking what you see and you don't want to forget about me, do consider hitting that subscribe button and the little bell notification thing. That would be much appreciated. I love all the subscribers that are out there. Thank you guys. All the wonderful comments that I get, all the likes, all the, I guess, everything. So thank you guys for being here. I do have something that I need to stop liking and do on a future video. I got this. I'm not going to do it on this video, but it is a Pez bath bomb. I got it at Five Below because I love that store. Maybe I should put my email address on here. Five Below, if you're watching. Hey, I love your stuff. But I'm not affiliated with them and I am not getting any kind of monetary compensation or any products. I just like it and I like talking about it because I get so excited when I find the stuff there. But this, I imagine this would make a very interesting noise. So maybe I'll just have the camera like facing down on it and mess around with this later. We'll see what kind of time I have. And it's supposed to smell like strawberry. I feel like I can smell it a little bit through the plastic. So we'll see. I thought that was super cool. So I got it. So future video, we're gonna play with the Pez strawberry scented bath bomb. Gotta do that. And then I know I have some other stuff too that I haven't done yet. I just lag. Because time, it's hard to find time sometimes. There's always time for coffee though. There is. So there's that. And can you see them all? Yeah, you can see them all. This is that angel vine. And it rooted. I have a couple more in my window that have rooted that I need to figure out what I'm going to do. I'll pot them at some point. I thought maybe that would be a cool little business, financial journey, whatever, propagating plants and then selling them. So we'll see how that goes, because technically if I pot those, take cuttings from those, like I could really multiply them. And I love that vine. I wish that the leaves stayed on a little better, because when I go to move it, or like the parent plant, when I go to water that, I'll take it down and then I set it in the sink and then I water it and let it sit for a little bit before I hang it back up. The leaves just fall off all over the place, but it's so pretty. I love that little vine. The vine behind me is doing pretty well. I have another one that you can't see. It's weird. The one that gets even less light is doing better than the one that's, well, it's still have the curtain to give it some shade. that one isn't doing as well as the one behind me. And those, I think they were both from cuttings. I don't know. I'm really into that stuff. But I don't always remember where I got the things. That's okay. We have fun. And I forget if I mentioned it in a previous video, but the giant swallowtail butterflies, those are back. They lay their eggs on like citrus leaves. So I have an orange tree, and I found a bunch of eggs one day, and now I found some caterpillars. So I think I grabbed like 3 of them and brought them in. Otherwise they're gonna get eaten. A spider's gonna find them, something's gonna find them and gobble them up. So I rescued those, and it's fun for the kids, so we could watch them grow. And they're funny caterpillars because they look like bird poop. That's part of their camouflage, but stuff finds them anyways. Or maybe they fall off, maybe they dry out, I don't know what else. So there's that. When they get bigger I'll have to show you guys, but right now they're teensy tiny. It's gonna be hard for me to show you. And I have them in one of those like little critter keeper things with a handle that we can carry around. So there's that. Need to get them fresh food today. And then what else? We have the Gulf Fritillary butterflies. Their host plant is passion vine, and I don't know if they have any other different kinds of plants. I think there are a couple butterflies that do have more than one, but that's what I have in my yard. I might be wrong, I don't know, I have to look that up. And that is very plentiful. They just totally destroy my vine, but the area of my yard that I have it in, it's for nature. It's for our enjoyment. I like going out there and watching what's going on. And then, hey, the butterflies have a place to lay their eggs, and their caterpillars then have a place to eat. Some of them, before they make their chrysalis, turn into their chrysalis, they'll crawl up to my house, and then they'll attach themselves like on the house somewhere. So that's always interesting. I think that's pretty neat that they go that far, and that they don't all stick around where they were. Like yesterday I saw one crawling up into the mulberry tree that I have, and so he was gonna do the chrysalis stage there. I'll have to check on him, see if he made it. The birds like hanging out in that area, probably because they know that they're gonna have a lot of food to eat. So we'll see if he made it. I have brought in a couple of the chrysalises when I've found them, just to keep them safe. That blue thing behind me, I put like a chopstick through there, or one of those like wooden skewers, and I'll attach them on there, and I've had good luck. So we'll see if I do that again. I'm in California, which some people probably already know, so I legally can't do anything with monarchs. Well, yes and no. I can get a scientific collection permit, which I've tried to get before, but I guess it's a pretty difficult process to actually get it. I'll probably try again in the future, but that way, not that anybody's gonna know, but I like to do videos, that way I can legally handle the different stages of the monarch butterfly's life. And there are reasons why they don't want you to do it in California. There's something called OE that can affect the butterflies, and if you're not careful, and if you don't cut down your milkweed or tend to it properly, it's easier to transmit that. My understanding is that some will have it anyways, like in nature, and then of course if you don't know what you're doing or you don't care, they're gonna get it. But then they can, how does it go? If the plant has OE, then the caterpillar eats the infected leaf when they go through the chrysalis stage and they emerge. It could cause issues. They might not be able to fly, they could be deformed. Then I think they can transfer it, because you can take a small sample from their abdomen and look at it under a microscope and see if they're infected or not. Have I done it? Maybe. It's very interesting. And if they are infected, you are supposed to euthanize them. that would be very hard for me. I have been very lucky, and they were negative. So you just get a piece of scotch tape or whatever, not like really brutal tape, like just some kind of, like the tape that you use to wrap your presents. Just get a little piece and put it on the butterfly's abdomen. So like the blackish area, not their wings, has to be on that part of the body. I forget what magnification you have to use, but I have an inexpensive digital microscope, and it works just fine. You can see like the individual cells, I guess I can call them scales. Maybe it's scales. I forget. I need to get my words right. But the little parts of the butterfly's abdomen, and then in between those, like they're, teardrop shaped. If there are other little specks of black all in there, that would be a sign that they're infected with OE. And sometimes they can look like they're normal and still be like infected with it. So there's that. I love reading about that stuff. I just need to take some notes so I get the proper words, proper information out. But that's something that I would like to do in the future. Get a scientific collection permit, because I think it will also allow me to go take samples from other places. Beach water, I don't think there's any issue taking like a sample of the beach water, because you're going to walk away with it on you anyways when you go to the beach. But I thought that would be interesting to just maybe go to the same place several times a year and see how what's in that water differs. Take the same amount of a sample and just check it out. I thought it would be really cool. I love that stuff. And then if I am taking care of additional kids, that would be a fun science day. Just go have our own little field trip, go do exciting stuff, come back with some samples, maybe sand, dirt, water, whatever, and just check it out and then research like what we're seeing. I find that stuff fascinating, really fun. At some point I do need to invest in a professional microscope, and one that I can easily take photos of what I'm seeing, photos or video. That'd be cool. I know you can like put your phone or a little camera up to it, but it's not the same. So that's something. I know there's this, I think it's called Lakeside or Lakeshore Learning, some shop. I haven't gone in there, but I'm curious if they have what I'm looking for in the future when it's in the budget. That's something that I want to do. It'd be a lot of fun to just go do that stuff. I'd love to have a little tiny saltwater tank, as long as I'm doing it like the legal way, because I don't want to make it sound like it's okay to just go take stuff. I need to have that permit. I need to get my facts straight, and it would be fun to see if I could take things, like watch them, document whatever I need to document, and then bring them back. So something I need to look into. And I am in California, so there are a lot of laws, a lot of rules that we're supposed to follow. I'm not going to break them if I'm trying to teach other children, because you guys set a good example. Don't be naughty. And you want them to respect nature too. And I feel like the more you understand, the easier it's going to be for you to respect things. Like, instead of saying, don't throw that rock over there, or whatever it is, like, this is why we're in a protected area. They're trying to save, I don't know, this type of creature or something. So leave only footprints, take only photographs, that kind of thing, unless you can legally do otherwise. But it's so fun. I'm really into photography, so I would love to be able to do that stuff, and specifically nature photography. Like today I'll probably go out there and see caterpillars and go grab my camera. The cell phone only works so well, so I've got to use a more professional one. I do have a different Nikon camera. It's actually not mine. I'm borrowing it from someone, and he hasn't wanted it back yet, but he also never really used it, so I'm making good use of it. So there's that. Your rambles. This is a true Saturday rambles video, and I could probably just go on and on. So if you guys have made it this far, which I can totally see on the analytics thing on the YouTube Studio app, and it's not always the case. Usually there are a few of you that do make it through the whole video. So thank you guys very much if you're still here. But if there is something in particular that you would like me to talk about, let me know. I know a little bit about a lot of different things, and there are a lot of different things that I enjoy talking about. I've had a couple people tell me that I should go on Reddit and find some stuff there and do those kind of whispers. Like my channel, it's specifically for like whispers or the quiet noises or more quiet noises. I don't know about those sirens passing by. That's not very quiet. And there sure were a bunch of them that just passed by. So hopefully there's not a bad fire somewhere or a bad accident. I'm kind of by a freeway. So let me know if there's anything that you would just love to hear me talk about. And then I will do my best to get one of those videos out there. And I probably need to go warm up my coffee. Definitely need to go warm up my coffee. And then we got other busy stuff to do today, but I do need to make time to get this video to you guys. I feel like I know what it's gonna sound like in my head, like I have an idea. So we'll see how correct I am. And it's just so cool that it's Pez. So we'll see about that. And as always, I appreciate you guys being here. Thank you guys very much for watching, for hanging out with me. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will definitely see